Okay, guys, so I watched Symphogear's 9th episode. Yes, I know that I'm behind. And I wrote down all the names that was important in this episode because, yeah, you know that I'm bad at remembering names. But, yeah, this episode is actually really interesting because we find out that Carol apparently has some spare bodies, or she had, because from what I learned, her the last body that was shown in the what's it called the previous episode, it's her last one. So I wonder if she has her original body laying around, so she'll have to go back to that one, or how it works. I hope they will explain how uh, how it works. As basically, from what I know, is that she installed her memories into the spare bodies. But I wonder, what is the original body? Where is it? Is it destroyed? Is it old? Does it even exist anymore? I really wonder about that. And why can she see through Elf Nine's eyes? I wonder about those two things at the moment. But yeah, and we also see that Hibiki, she really don't want to talk with her father because, as she says at the end of this episode, what is broken can never be put back together. And it's true in a sense, because even if you glue it together, it's still not put back together. So yeah, but still, she has to tackle that issue some point in this season. I'm feeling, because else it most likely get back and bite her in the end, or it has already, because the reason why they lost to Garlic was most likely because, yeah, or it was because she was angry at her father for being such a dick. And talking about fathers, Tsubaka's father, we actually see him in this episode, or I'm not sure, because as I understood, her grandfather is actually her real father. But yeah, it's a little bit hard to understand. Uh, but then again, he seems like at the beginning of this episode, or not at the beginning, but as we meet him, he seems like an asshole who basically doesn't care about his daughter. But over the course, basically, we learn that he cares a lot about her, and he wants her to fulfill her dream, which is also, yeah, basically, she wanted the acceptance of her father, which hold her back from using her, like ignite mode fully. So I think that even thought Hibiki, Chris, and what you call it, what you call the Tsubaki, they have used their powers or their ignite mode. I feel that they don't have the full power. At least they need to overcome some kind of trial. In Hibiki's case, it's her father, of course, the way he basically is. She has to accept him, I think. I don't know what Chris is. I will have to see that. And yeah, man. Also, I have a very interesting theory about this, about the auto scores, or auto score, because Para, the wind one, is getting defeated. And yeah, it is actually a wind that made me theorize this. But see, listen to me. Para, uh, wind, Mika, she's the red one, fire, Garlic, she uses ice, which ice is a form of water. So, let me see here. Lashir, the one that shoots coins, uh, I think she's the earth one, because earth, wind, fire, and water. basically the 4 elements. I feel that they are like that, basically symbolizing that. So Lich is the earth one, but of course it's only a fairy, and I cannot, you know, I cannot prove that yet. But maybe we will get the answer, because then again, it's alchemy. So if they are created with alchemy, it would make sense for them having, elemental types. Basically, it would make sense. But then again, what would what's it called, Carol then be? Philosopher's Stone, I think, or life. It's hard because there's so many different, elemental charts. There's one where metal is one, and darkness and stuff. It's a really hard one. So yeah. But as I said, yeah. Also, we found out that there's apparently something, like all the shrines, keystones, they are connected to the ley lines, and all of the ley lines connects back to a place that is very secretive. It's called the underground. What's it called? The underground sea dragon's palace, and it hides some kind of. I'm not sure if it's like a manual or what it is. I think it's called Yansa Sababa or something. It's apparently something that can like make the thing Carol uses more powerful and fasten the end of the world. But yeah, Carol, because she installed like the memories of her dying in the, what is it called, the spare body. She has like some spasms sometimes, and that spasm almost got her killed by one of Chris's missiles. But one guy shows up, and that guy, it's actually funny, when I looked him up, he's called John Wayne, but we better know him as Dr. Ved. And I thought, didn't he die in the last season? Didn't he die? You know, the guy was basically like having the staff to summon the noises. Didn't he die? I'm pretty sure he died in the previous season, but apparently he didn't. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things, because how will he interact? Because he basically like absorbed one of what's it called, Chris's missiles, and I wonder, how will he fit into the story? How will he impact it? Will he be an ally of Carol? I don't think so, because from what I can see of him, he is like only thinking about himself. Will he take Carol hostage? So the Auto Squad will have to work. The Auto Squad and the Symphogear user will have to work together, or how will he actually fit? Bringing him on it actually makes it a lot more complex. And we only have like, I think, 3 episodes. And I wonder if we can have like uh, Hibiki's father problem, and Chris's. I'm not sure what she will have, but I'm pretty sure she most likely will have something, if she haven't had already, because it could be that the first episode where they went Ignite mode was her, like trial. It could be, but I wonder, do we have enough episodes for this to be resolved, or does we need to have it wait for another season? I kind of, I can, or is they gonna rush it? I kind of rather want to wait another season, or like extra episodes, than having this rush, because I like watching Symphogear. It's one of my favorite shows. But yeah, there isn't really. But I think that's all I can actually talk about about this episode. So you guys have a good day, good night, wherever you are, and see you guys later today with another review. And cheers, guys.